Good morning, my name is Dean Greve, and today is Saturday, March 10th, 2018, and this is my presentation on Data Evidence Workshop. And the data I analyzed and have been analyzing are statistical reports that we get from our courseworks that we use in our pre-algebra class. We just started this new software, CourseWorks textbook from Hawks is the authors or the publishers, and has good reviews from other colleges that have been using it, good results. Our main objective, the math department's main objective, is to improve student success in pre-algebra classes. And I have been analyzing the data that they provide. It's a very rich program, provides lots of data on individual students, on the class, on individual homework assignments. That's what I've been starting with, the homework assignments. We did a rollout on this class and came up with homework assignments and knew that we would have to review the numbers in this, and after the first semester we did some changes, and we're going to continue doing some changes to this course to make it a really good course. And we have the statistics that will help us do this. And this course, I helped, and I was responsible for choosing the book, actually, the software, and reviewed several different software packages, CourseWorks packages from different publishers, and came up with this one based on good results from other colleges. And I tried it out and beta tested it, and it worked really well. So I'm analyzing data, and I'll show you a data sheet, but I know you can't make out too much. I'm gonna read some of the statistics that I'm focusing on this first time around or second time around. Here is I have the name of the lesson, the minimum time it takes for each student, the maximum, and then the mean average time that it takes students to do a particular homework assignment. And then I also look at total time. I'm looking at time it takes them to certify, and that's the little test that they have to take after they're done learning and practicing. But I also look at the total time it takes them to do each homework assignment. And it's really nice to have these statistics available. And what I initially did for the first meeting after the first full semester is brought in these statistics printed off, highlighted. I actually highlighted them with a yellow highlighter and copied them for everybody and passed them out. And then we went through each one of them that was taking students over 100 minutes. I just used that as a guide, anything over 100 minutes. And starting with the higher numbered questions. And then we pulled out the questions, analyzed what might be wrong with the question, maybe we weren't, why was it taking them so long? Were the homework problems too difficult? And we can set the difficulty level for the homework problems at easy, medium, and difficult. So we actually changed some of the difficulty factors. We also decided in a few cases that we need to teach a little better or focus a little more on certain types of homework that we want them to be able to do, and spend a little more time on certain parts of the sections that we're covering with the class to get them to understand better. So, and we made several changes the first semester. Now we're on our second full semester, and I'm already looking at the data and going to recommend changes. And we do these changes at the end of the semester and implement them right away. So there's a lot of action taking place here. It's high priority. This class is a prerequisite for anyone based on their it's a math prerequisite for anyone based on their test scores when they take the assessment test to come to college. And if they don't do well in math, it's really a hurdle for them, and it affects the overall success. So back on the present, I chose just to look at initially the times in Certify and the total times for each question, and we've been modifying the questions or modifying our presentations. This semester I'm going to continue doing that. I'm doing that right now. I also have approached individual students that I notice are taking an extreme amount of time to complete certain homework assignments. I'll just do a one-on-one conference with them and see what's happening. And I found out that sometimes they're starting the problem and then doing housework or something else. So they're being timed when they're actually not doing it. Now the program times them out after 10 minutes of inactivity, so That's also a factor, but I did find out that there are some outlying reasons why some of them are taken. And some of them just didn't understand the material, and I found out I was able to sit down and go through some of the problems with them and help them out a little bit. So that's another secondary objective. But for this particular data and evidence workshop, I'm just going to look at and highlight what I highlighted on this data sheet that I'm going to submit are the total mean times for each of the individual sections of homework. And I've highlighted the ones that exceeded 100 minutes, and looking at the top liars, a couple of them exceeded 200 minutes for one homework assignment. And we do, like I said, to determine whether we're successful. It's a little tougher to measure that because we're looking at our pass-fail rates and using those to determine our success. But we do look at the data and the same numbers. I'm looking at the same numbers from last semester that I'm looking at this semester, and I'm seeing some reductions in time that it's taking for some of the problems. We actually eliminated a few of the problems, and then we stuck with some of the problems and are doing a little more on the presentations to the students, covering the material a little better. So I'm able to look at the same data every semester and look for and see the improvements, and then we discuss it at our math meetings. So we do get a lot out of this. And as a math department, we teach statistics. I've taught statistics in factories, so we appreciate the data and how to use the data to be able to make positive improvements. So it's something that we're really familiar with. And I am a very strong advocate of this method of using data, and it's one reason I like this software, that we're able to really keep track and watch what our students are doing and make improvements. So it's a good system. All right.